What's good, y'all? It's Move Emotions. We back. How y'all doing? Y'all been good? Let us know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a homie.
Yes, sir.
Follow the IG page, too. We got IG. Follow the IG page.
Follow them social.
Move Emotion.
All right. What's good? Welcome back. Got my homies with me, G, Josiah, and Brendan. Again, Troi couldn't be here, but that's fine. We still love her dearly.
For sure.
Anyway, he's just going to jump right into it. Hopefully y'all been good. But today we're going to talk about judgment. And courtesy of Brendan over here, come up with this topic. I like it because there's a lot that can go into it. But I guess the first question I'm going to ask you revolving around judgment. Have y'all ever been, and I'm asking it, but I already know the answer is yes because everyone's been judged at least one time. Have y'all ever been judged unfairly? And if you have, how did it affect you? Brendan, I'll start with you.
Damn. Okay.
Unless you don't want to.
If it was unfairly, I mean, like, we just gonna keep it real as 4 black men. Of course. Like, I feel like as soon as you step into a room, like, and it's a whole people that are not like you, I feel like if you dress a certain way or you talk a certain way, sometimes they might not even, like, have communicated with somebody like you before. I feel like they just have preconceived notions of how you're going to act. And then some people might be saying, I listen, well, how you know they judging you? Like, you could tell by the looks they give. Like, you can see sometimes people give, like, little, like, smart comments and be like, you know, that type of thing.
Right.
That type of thing.
That be making me mad, too, because you know, the little subtle
That little
bullshit.
snake.
Nigga,
Say it. You know what I'm saying? Speak up, though. Yeah, what are we doing?
Backbone,
Get out. We can't squabble
exactly.
still. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing?
Like, you can game like that if you want.
Right.
But, no, let's see. If we're going to say a specific time, though, I think it's for my HR job, because I think age is also another thing that comes with it. Josiah has mentioned on the part before, so, I mean, we're going to, like, see if you can relate to this part, but, like, if you're a younger supervisor of people, I feel like old people be the ones that be judging.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
What you talking about? What you
I was gonna say,
What you
because,
mean? What you mean? Like,
What are young people gonna tell you?
Like, it'd be like, listen, what you gonna teach me type of thing.
Right.
I'd be like, I mean, obviously, there's like, in your head, you'd be like, do you want to, like, snap back at her? And, like, you're like, you know, like in one of our other shorts, just I was talking about, like, do we give our older people our grace? Sometimes you be just wanting to, like, snap back, like, well, if you knew everything, you should be in the spot.
Exactly.
Right.
Clearly, there's like a
Still a regular worker.
Clearly, there's a
Right.
disconnect going on.
Right.
So I was gonna say, I remember when I first came into like my first supervisor. So this is before my HR job. So I was with Kohl's. They gave me like my first internship opportunity. So it was like my internship was just like being a supervisor, and that's like a whole like guy. I felt like this dude's coming in here. Like, we've been working here this whole time. Like, he don't do nothing to do this and that. And then...
Like, how is he able to get the position over me?
Over me type shit. And then, but... I feel like to counteract that is just... You gotta just get to know me. And then after people just got to know me, working with me, they could see why, like, I got put into the spotlight.
Yeah.
All right, man.
So, yeah.
Weird.
I'll say, if we're going to say one specific time that we can mention for a part, I would be like, definitely like in jobs. And feel like that first internship opportunity of mine, I feel like I just like I said, like, niggas were looking at me like, how'd you get this job? Like, I've been here all this time. And I was just like, well, I'm here, so what you going to do about it? Like, type of thing.
Right.
Nah, facts. Go ahead, Joe.
I would just piggyback off of what Brandon said. That shot me to a Bible verse though, where it's like I think it's 1 Timothy 4:12, where he's talking about
Straight
that
from the word.
don't let
bro.
people look down on you because you're young, but be an example to the believers in speech, life, love, faith, and purity. So slow. After being promoted to the position that I was in, I don't even be like, oh, I'm over you or this or that. I basically just try to get everybody on the same level. Everybody has the same knowledge. Everybody's on the same plane. So it's not like, oh, I'm over you and I'm about to boss you around, or, oh, I'm about to tell you what to do because I have XYZ position. But I have been judged where they'd be like, he's not going to work right. He's not going to be doing this. He's not going to be doing the same things that the other supervisors do. He's not going to do the same things that the other people do on other shifts like that. And then I come in there and I straight blow it out the water. And they'd be like, oh, well, you do a lot more than what I was expecting you to do. And that's crazy. Not only that, but another piggyback off the being, a black man at working, you'd be like, you got this stereotype. People think that you're going to be one way. Like we talked about in our old video, I think it was like code switching. For a lot of people, I'm the first black person they've seen. So they're like, you got to like be out there in front of it. Don't get behind it. Be out there in front of it. And it's like, not those things. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not this. I'm just like a regular person, just like one of you guys. It's not like, we can all get along.
Can I piggyback off of that before someone else gets... Bro, when you be the first ones they've interacted, when that first happened to me, that shit was mind-boggling to me. So, we mentioned it before, like, I went to Miami, and, like, shout out to Miami. So, like, my academic advisor was, like, a teacher for one of my classes. And I remember one day, like I said, I ain't gonna lie, I was not helping the stereotype. I was the only black kid and I showed up late to the class. So,
for sure.
so
had to hold it down still, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't help the stereotype that day. But I remember it was like, she straight up asked everybody. She was like, she said, raise your hand if, I forgot how exactly she meant it. But she said it. But she said, raise your hand if you've been in, I think she just straight up said, she said, raise your hand if you've been in class with a black student before. Or either she said it like that, or she said, raise your hand if this is your first time. Yeah, this is what she said, raise your hand if this is your first time being with a black student before. Because she was trying to convey the importance of being able to be around people that aren't like you.
Okay, I got you. I was about to say, where you going with this, man?
Because apparently before she did that, she said a white student was trying to check her on it. She said, oh, no, you can't say stuff like that.
Right.
And then she was like, okay. She says, I'm going to prove it to you. She's like, raise your hand if this is it. She was trying to display the importance of, like, D&I and all that. And we don't got to get to all that, but I'm just bringing that up. She was like, watch this. She was like, raise your hand if this is your first time being in a class with a black person before. Bro, when I tell you almost all the kids in my class put their hand up, I was like, there's no way I'm your first.
Crazy.
But it's like, bro. We got, like, where we grew up in, we grew up around a whole bunch of people. That was the nice part. Yeah. So when I was like, there's no way, not a single one. So y'all just all used to go to school. People just like you. Right. That's it. So yeah, like I said, just a piggy I had. It'd be crazy like that, because then after it kind of makes me piggyback and thinking like, dang, should I lower my judgment on how they perceive me, because
they don't know no better.
They don't know no better.
Yeah.
That's where that giving grace comes in, because you're like, listen, they don't know me, so I'm not going to act like that. Even though I could act like that, I'm not going to act like it, because I'm not going to be that stereotype that they want me to be.
Right. And they don't know.
Right.
G?
Well, you know what I'm saying? I be getting judged. You feel me? You can just be yourself, bro. You can just move in the room, you know what I'm saying? And just do you and get judged.
Right.
You feel me? Like, it don't make no sense, bro. You feel me? And then, to piggyback off y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the medical field, I be maneuvering, you feel me? I'm a well-mannered individual. Like, in them settings,
they be like, what?
Off top, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you feel me? I'm like, you feel me? The tone gets serious, you know what I'm saying? Yes. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That's how it is, bro. Yeah, real. And I know they don't be expecting that. They're like, bro, is this a YN?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Step in, you know
what I'm saying?
Right.
Step in, ways. They're like, what? Oh, no, a black person. No, watch this.
Exactly.
Watch how I maneuver.
Especially being a man in the medical field, too. Like, I know they're already thinking some type of way.
Oh, for sure. I'm already knowing. Yeah.
Nah, for real. No, I was going to say, well, everybody had a good point. Like, age, I heard, like, just being yourself, being black, being a male, like all that stuff, you know, stuff that we can all kind of relate to. I was going to add, like, within the lens of being black, I also think sometimes, like, you can get judged for not being the tradition that we set for each other. Like, for example, if you you go to a certain, like, I know this isn't as like prevalent now that we're adults, but like when you was a kid and you was like around other black kids, if you didn't like do the same things or like the same things,
bro.
You're getting
I gotta say that.
You're getting judged.
No, I gotta say her, bro.
If you
got
play sports or didn't
if
like
you
rap
didn't-
music, it was rap.
Exactly,
Bro.
exactly. Because you know, or even like you were saying, like if you talk a certain way or act a certain way or
Bro,
whatever.
I remember niggas, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas was judging me because I could read, nigga. They was like, nigga, you reading correct. What?
No, read
Cause I
correct.
can read,
correct.
nigga. You know,
No,
pronunciation.
Nigga, read one page of Captain Underpants. You know what I'm saying?
When you speak a certain way, and I'm not sure if like kids really are like that now. Still, I'm not really locked into it, but like. It was like that. Like, if you read a certain way, talk, man, why you talking like a white dude, bro? What the heck? You know what I'm saying? You weird. Like, or even like anime, bro. Like, if you were black and like anime as a, you know what I'm saying? Now,
You were sacrificed.
the exception,
Right, now niggas like, oh, you be watching that Jujutsu Kaisen, bro?
bro, no, watch that Demon Slayer, bro.
When niggas was watching Naruto and One Piece when their first job and Bleach, they was like, you watch that little anime shit?
Right.
That little kid cartoon, boy.
Bro, the only ones that niggas were
letting.
letting pass was Dragon Ball Z and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hell no, I
Yeah.
still got cooked for that Dragon Ball Z shit. Niggas
Time
like,
to
oh,
time.
bro, them that weak
For
ass
those that
shit.
don't even know what it is.
Right.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, no,
What
Dragon.
niggas said get cooked just because it's like, what?
Because it's like, it's weird. And I think the biggest thing with Judgment, like you said, Brendan, like earlier to your point, I think it's just a lack of understanding of other people. It's that's as simple as Judgment
Ignorance.
gets, bro. It's ignorance, bro.
Same
you
with
don't know,
stereotype.
you don't know. And it's like, it can even be stuff like you enjoy, bro. Like, if you enjoy anime back then and everyone was roasting you, bro, that doesn't make the show any worse. Because like you said, the shows didn't change really in the sense of like, well, I mean, they got better over time, but like the quality of shows were just as good back then as they are now. So like, if you watched that Heat back then, you can't be, oh, bro, no, that's horrible. I didn't understand. Right, you didn't understand because I was one of them niggas.
You were shoving niggas in lockers for watching Naruto and Tucker
Right,
Johnson.
because
It's hard
like we
now.
were talking about, like there were dudes that were actually weird watching that stuff.
They were real
But then-
weird,
but
weird,
like,
yeah,
Real
real
strange niggas, though. Real strange people.
Weird.
So part of Judgment also, I think, is like equating one thing to another thing. Like anime has nothing to do with the weird niggas that be watching it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like if you watch anime and it's cool to you, that does not make you like, yeah, I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta be on that weird stuff either. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people don't know how to, differentiate the two. I think that's the biggest problem with the whole Judgment thing. But, there's a lot that can go with that. And we'll follow back on that a little bit. But my next question I want to ask, do y'all think y'all are more judgmental of yourself or other people?
Ooh, that's
And I think, I'll give you a both option because I think I'm both. And I think part of it is like, not because I don't understand the person, but it's because I don't really agree with what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think morally, I can look at somebody do something and be like, man, like, I'm not going to judge you, like, per se, in the sense of like, you should not do that, or I'm going to condemn you or like belittle you or whatever, because that's not in my nature to do.
Right.
However, I do think if you move in a certain way, like you are a bigger target for judgment from somebody that probably thinks a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if you like, let's just say hypothetically, like if someone smokes like a lot of weed all the time, they don't do nothing with it though. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just smoke. You're not really active in your life. Like someone that doesn't is probably going to judge you just for doing that. Does that mean that smoking itself is bad? I mean, people can agree or disagree, but at the same time, it's just like, I personally won't, because that's not in my nature to do. But what about y'all?
I would say on both too, but not so like, oh, I'm judging him because I don't agree with him morally. It's more like I'm judging him because of the morals that I hold myself to.
Right.
So it's not like, don't like what you do. It's my standards. Like I don't like that, and I wouldn't want that for myself. So, brother, what are you doing? But it's not. I'm not gonna say, brother, what are you doing? I'm just not gonna associate myself with that. But in my head, I'm definitely judging.
Right.
And I'm having to catch myself because it's like, don't judge others because then others is gonna judge you, and you're gonna be having that same judgment back on you, and that's not what you want.
Right. Because no one's perfect. And I think that's part of the problem with judgment. Like, if you're going to do it, you probably should do it silently. Because it's like everyone does it, whether they want, I don't judge, bro.
Right,
Yes, you do, bro.
right.
Everyone judges, bro.
Right.
Everyone judges, bro.
Right.
Everyone judges, even if you think you don't, you do. And it's like, you don't got to be so vocal about it, like you saying. You can just be like, I wouldn't do that in my head. That's kind of, You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to be like, no, nigga. Like, some people be condemning and mixing the judgment together. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro. You know what I'm talking about, Joe. But what about you, G?
Well, damn, bro. Honestly, bro. I'm both, you know what I'm saying, but more towards the judging other side, because, like, in my opinion, bro, like, they're just good and bad moves. Like, they're just good, like, bro, they're just good and bad decisions. That's it. And that's why I be basing my stuff off of, bro. You feel me? Like, for example, like, am I gonna go out and fucking start driving around and running folk over? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, that shit like that, like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
You feel me? What the fuck?
Right.
Let me chill. Yeah, stuff like that. My bad.
And the same aspect, though, what Brandon was saying, like, him being the only black person in the room when he comes in, I'm sure every person that came in that room, somebody thought something about somebody that walked in that room.
For sure.
Doing that all the time.
Bro,
for sure.
Like, for example, like, if a dude walked in here in a clown suit right now, what would y'all think?
And we're all going to have a certain look on their face and be like,
I think it's a serial killer. I think it's over. I'm like, damn.
All right, what if he came in like, I'm actually your lawyer today? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, let's say
to prison.
Let's
Full
say,
sentence. You know
let's
what
say
I'm
you got arrested, right, bro? And you're a lawyer. You meet this man at the courthouse, bro, and he dresses up in a clown costume.
he's fired.
But he's
Prison.
the coldest lawyer you've ever met, bro. You
They're not
know what I'm saying? Now, obviously,
But
you know what I'm
that's the
saying?
thing,
That's the thing.
Do I know that when he comes in the
Right.
room? though?
No, you don't. You don't.
So I was gonna say, like Greg said, my first initial thought is, so I'm getting booked today.
Right, I'm finished.
Right.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
like,
But is that judgment, though, or would that just be first impression?
yo, that's what I'm saying. That's
Because
a
it's
terrible
both.
first
This nigga
impression.
doing
Wait,
right?
it's both.
Oh, that is both.
Right.
Though.
It's
It is
both.
both.
That's like,
But that's the thing. Judgment
Yeah, that's
really
true.
is first impression because if it's not anything that's easily detectable, like for example, like with black people, like all the time, bro, like a random black guy could walk in. We could probably think a million different things about him just because he's black.
Yeah.
Oh, he probably likes basketball.
Those
He probably likes
preconceived
rap.
notions.
Oh, he probably, you know what I'm saying? He
Eats
probably
chicken. He likes fried chicken. Don't he?
Watermelon.
Oh, you like that watermelon? You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel? Come on, bro.
You be wearing Jordans and playing basketball.
like, not for real. Like, if we were, let's just say I bet we were some white dudes and a black dude came in, we probably have a million thoughts about him that are all negative.
Nah, it depends.
I bet he doesn't know his father.
If the swag is,
If
the swag is ass, if his swag
Listen,
such,
that's
yeah.
a lot of them.
I mean, that's a lot of people. I say it because it's like judgment and first impressions do tie hand in hand, but it really just depends on what it is. Like if any of us came in somewhere, like the black people might have a thought, the white people might have a thought, the Hispanic people might have a thought, the Asian, like it just depends
But
on
like-
their
So is that
experience.
judgment, though? Or would that just be...
That's just time. Like
first
we talked
impression?
about code switching in the code switching episode with us for time and place.
But
like,
there's
if I'm
still
a lawyer
judgment in
and
time
I'm
and place. There's still
like,
judgment in time and place.
What do you mean?
I mean, in a way, it is
If
judgment.
I understand what you're saying. I understand
Yeah,
what you're saying.
I get what you're saying.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking the scenario,
Yeah,
right? I know you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
I'm just saying, in the scenario, right? If I hire you and for you to like fight for my life type shit, and you come in a clown suit, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna be like, because like, and then what's worse is like Josiah said earlier, if you're gonna like start breaking the dude down, I'll be like, all right. Like, what's your record? What's your research and stuff? He better have everything else immaculate.
Oh, for sure.
And then I'll be like, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
you know what I'm
Straight
saying?
A's
Like,
around
if you
the
have
table.
everything else crispy, my nigga, you can walk in a Speedo for all I care as long as you get me out.
Speedo. That would be so
But then that
wild.
goes back to first impression, though. Because if you walk in with a Speedo, the judge about to be like, heck no.
Right, get out. Who is this?
He's like, get out of here. He's like, get
Matter of
out of
fact,
here.
public
Right.
indecency, 15 years.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, do you know the law? Get out of here. Like, the judge gonna be looking at you like, how'd you get this nigga in
Sometimes
here?
it is about,
Right.
it's about your image. It's about the image. So you can't even be like, it don't matter what I wear. Stop it. It
Nah,
does
for real.
matter.
No, yeah, that go.
Because,
Yeah, no,
like
that's
to your question, because I don't think me and you answered yet. It's like I feel like I judge myself in a good self-aware way. Like, all right, I need to like I need to improve upon this and stuff. Now to others, it's probably where the negative judgment comes in, where I'm just like, hey, bro, what you doing type of thing. So I do both. But I feel like onto the others one, it might be like the places where people see judgment as a bad thing. But so when it comes to myself, it's more of a good thing, just making sure I'm like...
Right.
It's like, if I'm going to judge people, if you're going to judge people, you're going to have to make sure, you worthy to judge. Like,
you gotta
make sure your cards are in a row.
Right.
Right. Joe?
Oh, I said the same
No,
thing.
you-
You
did?
I think I was the last one.
Okay. Yeah, no, I asked that because I think like when we judge ourselves, I feel like the people that aren't self-aware kind of let themselves have like more passes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to judge yourself like for like the negative things you do when you don't really know the things you do. Like overall, like you don't have a self-awareness piece of like, oh, this is where I mess up, this is where I fall, this is where I slip, this is where I'm lacking.
Right.
Whereas other people, it's easy to point out their flaws or what you think is wrong with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So on a scale of like 1 to 10, how harsh do you think you judge yourself, and how harsh do you think you judge others?
Good question. I think myself, I'd probably say like a 7. I think other people, honestly, I'd probably say a 7. I probably do about the same because like I think at this point I'm at a mindset where it's like I don't feel the need to judge others for whatever. Like you come in a room, I have no thought about you until you start talking to me.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think everyone should go with
That
do what
mindset.
you want.
Yeah.
But most people should go with that mindset because, like you said, like first impression doesn't mean anything, really. Like at least from the naked eye,
Right.
Like, because anybody can come in any kind of way. Like, to be honest, like the person I'm coolest with at my job, let's just say hypothetically, probably is an old white man.
Oh, for sure. That'd be
Like
cool
if
as fuck,
someone
too.
just saw us like walking down the street, they'd be like, man, that's interesting. Like,
Right.
how do they know each other? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But like, I got to know him and I like his character. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, if I was close minded, judging like, oh, this old man, you don't know nothing about me, bro. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, he likes
got
like,
nothing
you know what I'm
in
saying?
common
He's like,
type.
right, but he's very like culturally aware about stuff, and I like talking to him. And I say that on a few people at my job or just other places, but I think overall it's like I try and do it the same. You know what I'm saying? So, what about y'all?
Well,
Brandon or Gray?
Well,
It's how the scale. How do you judge yourself, and how do you judge others? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm gonna be honest. That's gonna come with probably must have made me look like kind of an asshole, but I feel like
nah, keep it a stat.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a stat. Judging myself, I feel like it's a 7. I feel like judging others, though, it's like an 8 or 8.5. Only because I'm not gonna lie, like coming up with my family, we are talking shit ass family. So like it's like in my culture and stuff, like they get to judge it quick.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Being Haitians or Caribbean people?
I would say more Haitians. I'm not gonna lie. The other Caribbean countries, they kind of be more laid back. I'm not gonna lie. So my Haitian people out there, feel free to agree or disagree. But I know at least for my Haitian people I grew up with, like we'll see somebody and they'll get to it's like second nature to us kind of thing. So like I've learned better to be more graceful with it. Like the first impression thing, like I'm still bad at that. Like just making sure like. I'm not about to start judging until you.
Thought off the tip of their dome.
Right.
It's like I'm not gonna start judging until I actually have an interaction with you. That I got way better at. But like the act of like judging others, it still comes kind of like second nature because, like I said, it's just what I grew up with. Like we get to like we can talk shit like quick. So I don't know, but yeah, but for sure, it's getting evened out. But like I said, I'm just gonna keep it a stack. I'm
bro,
probably
keep it
worse at
being,
judging others than myself right now.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right,
Keep it truthful.
For sure.
Right?
Shit, me, bro. On me, it's like 11. Cause, bruh, I be want to be on point at like all times, and like just keeping myself together, bro.
Right.
You feel me? And then others, bro, I keep it a stack, like a 9. You know what I'm saying, cause I'll just be like, what is going on? Like,
Right.
But I feel like
you know what I'm saying?
No,
like they're just bad maneuvers, bro.
Because if you hold yourself to a certain standard, you start to look at the world to the same
That's what I'm
standard you hold
saying.
yourself to.
That's what I be saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck.
I've been on that wave lately too. I'm not even going to say like I would put myself more so as a 9. I'd be more judgmental on myself because it's like nigga, get yourself together.
Right,
Get your
right.
shit together. You got how many years to do X, Y, Z? You got this to do. You got this to do. You need stuff to mark
bro.
off the list. This.
I should have invested in real estate at 2 years old. Nigga, I should have, you know what I'm saying?
Running,
Come on, bro. Should have got stocks at one.
Now it's more like that. But earlier on, I'd say like I was more like Myles, or it was like 7 and 7. I was more judged. I was like, okay, well, I can't be hard on myself here, but I'd still judge them, and I'd be like, okay, I can't be hard on them because I didn't judge myself for it. So it's kind of like equals it out. But it's bad either way.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's no. I want to say, like, as long as it's not so much on either party, you should be okay. Only because, like, you're not going to be perfect in any judgment you make.
Right.
And which leads to my next question. Have y'all ever judged somebody, whether it be first impression or you thought something about them, judging them, and you were wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
For
facts.
sure.
And if it was, and when you were wrong, like, how did you, like, I don't want to say, like, make it better per se, but, like, how did you, like, resolve it in the sense of, like, oh, damn, you actually a cool dude? Or, like, not saying it like that. Or, but, like, how did you approach the conversation or, like, the situation or whatever? Because I think there's been instances where I've thought stuff about older people because I was basically judging them before you heard that?
Yeah, who was screaming?
I don't know.
That homeless man out there
Right.
getting to it.
Right. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Real active.
Nah, I want to say so what I used to do, and I still kind of do it depending on the room I'm in. I judge people before they can judge me. So like what I used to do, is that straight judge off, bro. Like, cause older white people, for example.
Oh yeah.
Like I always have the preconceived notion, depending on how they act, like that they're not gonna think much of me.
Right.
So like I think. So this like I'm talking about, like I was working, like a bunch of my managers are older and white, like they not gonna rock with me. They gonna think I'm probably this, that, and the third, but I'm gonna just do what I gotta do because that's what I'm getting paid for, whatever. And like I said, I thought all these things about the one dude I was talking about, end up being the coolest dude. You know, end up being the coolest dude.
Yeah,
We locked into that. Right. We locked in.
Right, like. So it's just like I thought that because I was like, this old white dude, what did he know, bro? He don't want to talk to me. He want to talk to me all the time. So it's just like, what about y'all? Because that's a simple one.
I judged a woman I knew.
I get it.
She did a little in my past. She did a little. She told me something in her past that she did that she didn't do anymore. And then something came up. Right? I'm just not gonna say any names. So she told me she used to steal in the past, right? And then I had my place at the time.
You said steal?
Steal. She used to
She's
be
a thief?
She used to be
Retrieving
a
items
thief.
from others?
So
Right.
like, I wouldn't say like in that sense. She told me in an instance where she stole, right? And I was like, okay, rep, right? She came to the crib, and then I was like, okay, something ended up missing at the crib. And instead of like, I'm telling you, looking thoroughly, I looked through the crib thoroughly, bro. I'm telling you. Just and I'm like, this bitch took the phone, nigga. Took my shit, And I'm like,
She stayed you.
So I hit her and I'm like, yo, did you take my joint? She like, no, I didn't take it. And I'm like, nah, you took it. You took it. Ain't no way. Kind of did her a little bit, twin. No lie. But, right?
I think, I remember.
I told you about it, yeah. But I ended up finding whatever that was lost. And then I had to go back and I was like, listen, I apologize. I apologize. But I had to be a real nigga about it. It's slow.
Oh, for sure.
No,
for sure. Had to.
I had to fucked up.
Yeah, had
so
to.
I was like, I ain't no way I just did all of this, made you feel this type of way, and I'm not going to tell you I was wrong.
Right.
So I was like, hey, I was wrong. I ended up finding it. It wasn't you. I feel so bad, terrible. Didn't want to continue the little thing we had going on, but it's cool.
For sure.
Like I'm saying. Yeah. Gave her that choice. That was that's out of my hands. Slow. I can't judge you, and then when I find out that I'm wrong, you stand on 10.
Right. I got a fault, my fault. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I did, and I was like, I apologize, and I don't think you're a thief or nothing. It just came to my head, and I looked and didn't see it. That was my bad. type shit.
Right, for sure.
Just didn't want you to think you're crazy type shit.
No, that's interesting though, Joe. Really quick, because she told you something that led to you. If she never told you that, would you have assumed that?
No, that's what I'm saying.
All right, so I think in that situation, I don't want to say it's justifiable because she didn't take it.
Yeah.
But like, come on, bro. Like, if somebody was like, "Yeah, nigga, I used to kill people, bro," and then you found out your brother got shot, and it was just you, him, and the other. Man, it wasn't me, bro. Okay, like I understand, but like I'm not saying it was them. All right, that was not that time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but like sometimes I feel like with our judgments, they are like based off experience and what people tell you. Right. Like, I think it's easier for someone to judge when it's like they're telling you something that they used to do, and then it ends up happening, and they may or may not be involved with it.
Right.
But you know, that's just my point on that. But go ahead, B.
Still, it's bad though, because it's like.
But like,
they offered to help look for it too, and I'm just like, nah.
Damn.
All right, bro. Anyone that's stolen before, any good thief knows, bro. Like, if you actually stole something, bro, and you know you know who you took it from, you're gonna be like, well, I can help you find it, knowing damn well that's in your back pocket. I know that because I used to steal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
allegedly.
Well, not for real.
Allegedly, right?
Like, you know,
for the video, allegedly.
Right. It was just like it wasn't like it was just like other kids' toys.
Oh yeah,
I used to steal. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I used to steal too.
Steal the mechanical pencils, nigga. I was a real stainer of the pencils.
Of mechanical pencils and the Legos.
I said, oh yeah. Don't leave it on the desk. I'm real smooth too. I say, let me turn it into paper. I get you know what I'm saying? Phantom move. You know what I'm saying? Grab the pencil instantly. Yeah, bro.
Nah, bro. I remember the stuff I do with
I can't wait to write my name. My pencil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to be real smooth with it, bro. Like stealing pencils, bro. I'd be like, oh hey, like the little girl in class, bro. I'm like, oh hey, give them a hug, knock their paper over, take their pencil.
That's insane.
Put it in my, they got. By the time they pick up their paper, bro, they're looking for their pencil on the floor. It's in my pocket. I'm out the door.
That's crazy.
I'm out
He
the
went
door.
by the step by step.
You be smooth. Yeah, I'm already out the door. I'm already out the door. But go ahead, Brendan. What's your answer?
Shoot, I would say I feel like my answer would be with my friends that aren't black people. Like I said, I think it's like those interracial friendships that I have that I hold dear now to this day because it's like just culture differences and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're not gonna be like this, and
I
you're
was
like,
just say like
Then they be locked in. Then they be locked in.
yeah.
I was just say like. I'll be like when I just like first meet them, they kind of like. It's like before they was like we're probably both like just trying to feel each other out there. It's like, oh, he's probably gonna be into this and that. I'm into this and this. It's like I don't know if this is gonna click. And then like you said, you end just being more locked in than ever that way because they get to teach you about a different way of life that you're probably used to like hearing about. So when you two can actually like educate each other, kind of get rid of that ignorance. They kind of get to introduce you to a whole different life that you may not even have known about before. So
Right.
That's
And network, to be honest. Like networking, bro, like, again, we've talked about it.
Huge.
It's huge, bro. Like, just network with as many people as possible.
Huge.
Even if it might not be like a beneficial like connection at the time, you just don't know.
Get your
like
social
most people
skills
don't.
in.
Most people don't even know like how far a relationship can take them later based off of what they're looking for. Like if you build more skills and just do what you got to do and just be as nice to people as possible. I say this because if you networking but you're a butthole, ain't nobody going to rock with you anyway. Well, like they might think you're skilled or whatever, but if you suck, they're not gonna be like, yeah, man.
Yeah,
small talk is crucial.
Yeah.
Very important. Very important.
Be nice. Give people a chance. I think that's kind of like the message you're probably going to see throughout the whole video. Just like give people a chance. Because another example to answer your question, Myles. Like I was happy to be kind of like wrong. I got to do interviews at Kohl's. So, sometimes people just do a bad interview. But you know how people be like, if you give a bad interview, they be like, oh, we're just not going to hire you.
Right.
But I was like, interview somebody. I'm not going to lie, it was like objectively, like, I think anybody would say like a bad interview probably wouldn't hire them. But I was like, but like, they're like available all the time. Their availability was just right. Like, we need people. I was just like, you know what? Like, F it. Like, let's just give them a person a chance. ended up being like one of my best people on my team. I was like, thank the Lord.
Hey.
Because I was like, because everybody had heard like how bad they interviewed, and then so the rest of the management team's like, are you really about to make us hire him? Like they're like kind of giving me like slack about it. I was just like, let's give it a chance. Let's see.
Did all that judging and would have missed out.
I was gonna say like if I just listened to all the negatives, I was just like, man, fuck it, let's just see. Ended up being one of like our best people there. Everybody loved him, so I was happy about that one.
All right.
Valid. Yeah. Now, shifting gears a little bit.
I don't think Greg went. I don't think Greg went.
Yeah, I ain't
That was
know.
a
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Where's the time where you judge someone and
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. What I do is I usually judge them. You feel me? But then I push it in the back of my head, and then I talk to them to see if I'm right. You feel me? And if I'm right or wrong, it is what it is. That's how I usually go about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? For example, like I thought this girl was like so like Christianed out. Like I'm like, damn, she gotta have like a complete family, all this other shit. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? That's all. And she was cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, never mind. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know.
In disguise.
Yeah, you feel me? But what I did was I just pushed it in the back of my head. I'm like, let me see what's going on. You feel me? That's how I usually go about it.
Smooth.
Yeah.
That's smooth.
Pull the wool
No,
off.
I love it when it's like a surprise. Like it's like a good surprise. Like, oh man, I really thought you was gonna be this, that, and the third, but you were actually cool.
For sure.
He
Must be
said,
nice.
I thought she was great.
Right.
Hell no.
Right.
I'm dead.
Had a ball too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm cracking up.
She fun though. Shout out
Most
to you.
definitely.
Shout out to you.
Most definitely. She knows who she is.
I'm dead.
Indeed.
Does she watch?
You know, I be pushing the video like crazy.
Right, bro.
You know what I'm
bro,
saying? Yeah.
top tier marketing team.
For
bro.
sure. You know what I'm saying? Slanging it on.
Right.
But yeah,
Slinging
I'm
it
like,
like
go
it's
ahead.
in the 80s.
Go ahead and watch that.
Yeah, that new movie
Tell me what you
Emotions
think.
just dropped.
I was just saying,
No,
watch
for
the
real.
previous episodes too.
Yeah,
Right, bro.
Tap in. Tell your family.
Exactly. Your friends, family, all.
We selling
bro.
these vids. Stop playing.
Right, really pushing them though. You know what I'm saying?
on the corner.
Call me
bro.
Frank Lucas. Come on, bro.
Call me Pablo, bro.
Wait,
Pushing
so-
the whole city.
Like Escobar.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
Chocolate,
I got a question for Myles. He goes, so like, we've been kind of dancing around. So like, do you think just in general, is judgment a good or a bad thing to do?
It's both.
I think you can. Yeah.
Cause like I
keep
feel
you
like
in check.
I feel like it can bring structure. You feel me? But it can also be toxic. That's what anything.
Yeah.
Duality.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Moderation. Type
Right.
of thing?
Balance.
I think it'd be useful and harmful. I think it's useful when it's like justifiable, like accountability, but it's harmful when it's like unnecessary, toxic,
Like, when it
like
starts to
activity.
get-
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
who's the judge though?
I think there. I feel like there's a whole moral debate on who can judge what and what can be judged and all that. Like some people believe you shouldn't judge anybody. Some
For
people feel like
anything.
for anything.
Right.
And I think people that think like that either don't hold themselves accountable to anything. So it's you're not going to judge anybody, or it's just like you have this thought process of doing whatever you want to do.
That
and
person
not
is
holding-
dangerous.
And that person's dangerous. If you have nobody in your life that will judge you for
Keep me in
anything,
check.
Yeah.
like bro, that
is
like
dangerous.
Because I think there's a moral dilemma to it because it's like biblically speaking, every moral that's in the Old Testament and the New Testament has a certain level of morality to it. Like you can't kill people. You shouldn't disobey your parents for good reason if they're good parents. And I think some people take things and manipulate them. Obviously, if your parents are both crackheads or something, hypothetically,
Right.
you shouldn't listen to what they say. Like, give me all your money so I can get this crack.
Right.
All right, bet, mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, mom, please, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I need my fix.
like,
Where's my money?
I think,
He's like, give me all your money so I can get this crack.
give me that money so
I need them rocks.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, not like that. But like judgment in a way that makes sense for you to actually follow. Because it's like you can't judge everybody because God's the ultimate judge. Like he is involved in everything that whether you see it or not.
For sure.
And to me, it's like you can't judge everyone from a condemnation standpoint.
Right.
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? Like, for example, like people don't agree with like same-sex marriage. Me personally, it doesn't bother me, so
Right.
I don't get involved in it.
Right.
But you know, you have people that are believers, so-called believers, that are like, you're gonna burn in hell if you kiss this man.
And Jesus
Like,
wouldn't do that.
Right,
Jesus wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Now, there's things in the Bible that speak against it, yes, but that's not up to anybody to enforce in a malicious way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's not up to us to do. You know what I'm saying? I think from that perspective, when people do that, that's bad. But for example, say you have a daughter and she's, moving in the streets a little bit too fast for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna judge her with love. Like, hey, sweetie, like, you doing all this, like, are you using protection? Because you can't stop them more often than not if they get a certain age. Like, now if they like younger, you could probably put your foot down. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about like she's like, I'm talking about like if they're, I'm talking about like if they're like 22, like off in college, or like 21 off in college. Like, you can't stop them. But I'm saying like, but even if you found out about it, you would still want to judge them with love because there's a lot of diseases and what if they're not ready to get pregnant or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think from that perspective, it's good. Yeah. Because it's like you're judging with love for protection for people you care for.
Is that judging or would that be teaching?
I think it can be both. Like you can. I think teaching starts with
because when
judgment.
they mess up, you tell them you messed up because that's wrong.
I think it can start with judgment. Like, I'm judging you because you moving like a hoe.
Yeah.
But I'm going to teach you how to move in a way where you're not being like that. I think you can't have one without the other in the scenario.
I think teaching's a necessary tool of being a good of good judgment.
Having wisdom. Like having wisdom.
Like you're gonna have to tell them why like doing this and that or like they shouldn't do. Like, because that's why I say that, because like it's funny about that. Like, when you see cases of people that are just moving in the streets a little bit too fast, it's usually because, like, from what I've noticed, and y'all can agree or disagree with me or not, it's because, like no cats because their parents wouldn't let them do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They've been sheltered,
absolutely.
bro.
So they get sheltered or they weren't
sheltered
allowed to do anything. So when they first get that opportunity, it's
they
like...
ripping and running.
Stupid.
Ripping and running.
Yeah.
Because that person, bro, I heard some horror stories about some people I
Goofy
thought were those
ouchies.
innocent people, and then they go to college and you come back, you get with your homeboys and you talk, and he's like, you see your so-and-so do what? And you just looking at them with that blank face like, ain't no fucking way.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's why in like high school, bro, there's always that one like quiet girl or in high school or whatever that goes to college and then like she comes back and then she got like 20,000 bodies on her belt.
Oh, for sure.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened to you? Oh, wait, I know what happened. You got free from the shackles of parenthood. Bro.
Right. Yeah. Real kill streaks. You know what I'm saying? Real AC-130.
Kills bloodthirsties is insane.
Right. Nukes.
Nukes is insane.
Tactical nuke.
Exactly.
He said the tech dog's ready.
Right. Insane. How you get a whole nuke is insane. Yeah. A nuke is insane. That's not crazy.
It is wild. That's what I'm saying. A nuke. Whoa. Incoming, too.
He said UAV online. UAV online. He's like, street, kill street.
Nah, a nuke in a year is insane.
Bro, exactly.
UAV
Counter UAV. Get him.
When's the time you felt...
Don't worry, we get him next time. Right, bro.
Get him
is
what
crazy,
was you gonna say? Bro. When's the time you felt most judged? Like, say it'd be like you're in high school, you're outside of high school, you're at your job, you're at the house. Also, one thing I wanted to say, like, to piggyback off of what you're saying, you're always so ready to like judge somebody, you know, before they can judge you. I feel like in our community, we do that because we're so quick to judge each other. You know how we we rip on each other and be like, your shoes is trash. So it's already in our head to be like,
we be conditioned.
It's a defense mechanism.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I also think that's like social media and stuff too. Because I think like social media pushes what we can and can't like accept and judge and deal with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where like cancel culture comes from. Because I think there's a certain level of discernment and there's a certain level of toxicity with it. You know, like, for example, there's some non-negotiables that everyone agrees is just wrong.
Yeah.
But there are some things in life where people are kind of like, well, I agree with it. Well, I don't. And it's like a back and forth kind of thing. Like, for example, like there's these videos of like dudes beating up like people that like interact with minors and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they be beating these, bro. They be beating them.
I seen some dude
and there's never
alley-oop one.
No, you see that?
I'm not gonna lie.
But like nobody's mad at it.
Tag
because
me
it's
in
like
though.
good
Yeah,
game.
tag me in. I'll get a few.
Where the Reese's at?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Bagging on
You know
his
what I'm saying?
hands.
He said-
For the top.
WWE.
Like he flew.
He threw it.
Throw him is crazy. Oh, I see.
Yeah. All right. So quick side note, if y'all never seen this video before, it's these two dudes in the grocery store. They find this dude that was like trying to meet up with like a little boy on some weird stuff.
Yeah.
The one cameraman, he picks him up with one arm, throws him like that, and then his friend like punches him before he hits the ground. Bro, that's the funniest thing
Team
ever, bro.
combo.
If I can find it, I'm gonna edit it in, bro.
Team
It is
combo.
hilarious. He said, ah!
That's an alley-oop smack.
Like, bro, but that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody felt bad because everyone was like, "We're judging you, bro. We're judging you. Like, we're not gonna feel bad."
There's non-negotiables.
There's
That's
non-negotiables, and interacting with kids in an inappropriate way is one of them. I don't care what you've done. I don't care who you are, bro.
And they're like trying to fight to be a part of that.
No.
LGBT community.
I know. No, we need,
That's
bro.
insane.
That's literally crazy as fuck.
insane.
And if that shit happens, listen to me, bro.
Listen, I'm
And
gonna be
that-
out
and-
there
and-
with. I'm gonna be out there with that.
That stick, them sticks on me. You know what I'm saying? them
I'm
stendos.
not playing.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not playing.
Cause, bro, I was just thinking about this. I'm
New
like, bro,
cheese pack drop. Stop playing.
let one of my kids come to me and be like, so and so.
No hesitation. No hesitation.
Oh no, you're done.
Instant body. It's
No
over. I'm sorry.
hesitation.
You know what I'm saying?
You get alley-oop to the homie and we smacking your ass down.
I'm gonna tell my wife go bury him in the back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's
She get the
done.
plot ready while we over there doing it crazy.
Oh, for sure.
No,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
come home, the hole's halfway dug, bro.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
already
the
ready to
grave
put
is
him in
back
there.
there already. You're finished, nigga. You did what? Oh my! I was just thinking about
You're
that.
already
shit, bro.
forgotten about.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I can't even wrap my head around like what compels you to like compels a person
Bro,
to do
that's
that.
No,
What is
facts.
that?
Back to
Like,
the-
why?
When is the time you felt most judged? Because we was getting a little
Woo, yeah, good thing
with the
because
little
nigga,
kids. Listen,
yeah, 'cause
listen.
I was, bro,
I'm not playing. Go ahead.
seriously.
Most judged, I'll probably say like high school and before that. Like as a child, and because I think it's easier to feel judged and like be judged when you're a kid because you don't really have an identity yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not really comfortable with who you are a lot of times.
So you trying to
Just based
figure
on
that out.
you're trying to figure everything
Yeah.
out. So you don't really have anything you can stand 10 toes on. So you get judged for one thing and you feel like, oh damn, is that wrong?
Right.
Then you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and that's what, and like we talk about this, me and Brendan talked about it on the one we did on ourselves, but I think when you're like a kid or a teenager and you get judged for being yourself, kind of like how you were saying, it's easier to like have a bunch of identity changes because you're getting judged for being you.
Right.
So you try and cling on to all these other things that aren't you. And you know, you might get you might get judged for that too. And this is like at this point you get tired because it's like, all right, so what's right? And I think as a child and a teenager, it's easier to like fold into the mold of like, well, damn, should I be like this? Should I be like that? Because you don't have an identity you can stand on.
And
Like
you
now, as an adult, you shouldn't really care because it's like you got to do what you got to do.
Because ain't nobody laying in that grave with you.
Right, ain't nobody going. And a lot of people don't care now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like unless you on that weird stuff, like weird, but like the judge, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You never
like,
know.
Right.
The world's becoming like a super forgiving place. Like how Greg was talking about the fact that they could even try to get in with that community. Is
Crazy.
insane to me.
Like
I felt like that was a smack to the face of the LGBT community.
That's
like,
insane.
They
Like,
should've-
y'all gonna
bro,
we
that
fought
shit.
for this, and then y'all that group of people you want to be included with this. Like I can see why they were having none of that. They're like, y'all got to move to the side, rightfully so.
I'm telling you.
It's like Josiah said, don't try that.
alley-oop. Smackdown.
Sure.
Bro,
getting
that video is
smacked
literally
down.
so hilarious. If I can find, I'm putting it in.
It was
Thanks to the
fact that
Reese Cubs,
it was
brother.
the
You
fact
get
that the
smacked
connection
down.
was so perfect. Like it was actually at
It's like
perfect.
they cracked it at home with the dog or something, bro. It's like, all right, go ready. One,
You alley-oop
Like-
the whole human being, bro. What are you talking about?
It's
Right,
like bro was
nah,
waiting
for
for
real.
his whole life to do that. But yeah, go ahead. Greg, you were trying to say something.
What was the
Go
question, bro? My fault.
I was saying,
When do you feel most judged?
when is the time you felt most judged?
Most judged. Damn.
Saying like throughout
Myles
your life.
said, I mean, the childhood was insane. You feel me? But
I'm saying like childhood, then there's like middle school, high school, then there's right out of high school, and then there's your young adult life. Because that's where we at now. So.
yeah. But I think like now I think it really matters, like, you know what I'm saying? Because now like you're really trying to make an effort. Like, bro, I gotta find myself for real, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if niggas is telling you this, that, and the third, like, it's gonna throw you off, you feel me? Then you might become strange and you might not become who you supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And when you're young and impressionable, it does that a lot. Like you were saying, you're more willing to conform when other people are telling you you're wrong.
Yeah. Right.
Now it's fuck them niggas. Don't lie. Who is this nigga? Don't
But sometimes
lie.
they don't be like, a lot of people don't be like that. Though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing. You feel me? And that's what I'm saying. Like, because now I don't be giving a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't tell me shit. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But like, I mean, yeah, like you said before, that shit is impressionable. But I think now too, like, because like we like 24, 25, that prefrontal cortex, bro. You feel me? Is developing, bro. So we just gotta make sure we
have a higher understanding.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure we supposed to be who's
We're locked
supposed
into
to
the
be.
matrix. Bro.
Higher
Right,
consciousness. We're on a different vibration.
Bro, we're on different vibes, bro. I swear to God.
That shit is hilarious, bro.
But Brennan,
Shoot, I'd say mine would probably be most judges during that right out of high school period, because I felt like those people looking at you kind of like, all right, you graduated, so like, what's next? Like, what you finna show us now? Like, what you gonna do?
You're going to go to school, you're going to get a job.
Yeah, like
that's
say,
a
like,
good point.
Okay, that's
like,
fair,
what you gonna do? So I think during that time, because like, whether a family likes to admit it or not, they're probably the ones that are gonna be asking, like in their head at least, if they're not to you direct. All right, you graduated high school, like, so like, what's next?
oh, absolutely.
Those questions
absolutely.
are gonna come out.
Absolutely.
Those questions are gonna come
Even
out.
before you graduated, you was getting those questions.
Junior
like,
year, bro.
Yeah.
So you thinking about college, perhaps? What's going on? So what are we doing? What we got going on? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I 100% feel that,
Yeah.
I was
Brennan.
gonna say
Man.
they like, you know, you gotta make bread, right? And then like, I don't know if it's like that with y'all family. It's like you got also,
absolutely.
like people
definitely.
like I know we all went through that, but like, and then like I know people were like all the time, like especially like family reunions and stuff. You gonna get married soon? Like, where's the girlfriend? That type of thing. I'm like,
Stiffing them on that boy. He said, hold on.
Yeah.
Somebody was trying to marry my dog.
nah.
Are you for real?
Hell no.
Whoa.
Nah, hell no. Nah, I'm lying. No, fuck no. Marriage is crazy, bro. I couldn't imagine.
I'm dead.
But no,
Hell no, that was definitely a Henry Danger Ike Turner nigga. No lie. Because I'm telling you, his face was.
I know.
Look,
Look, I'm just gonna speak, bro. It just cause you know when you get in a relationship, you be like, oh my god, I'm about to marry.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
but no. So definitely not time coming out of high school for me. And then like, because like, because you mentioned it earlier with one of your questions, so it's like on a rating of 1 to 10, how do you judge yourself and how you judge others? Like coming in, like, because my route out of high school was going to college, obviously. Back then in the college time, I was definitely like, I was my worst critic for sure. Because we talked about it during the New Year's resolutions episodes. I'm trying to sell myself like not self-love to the point I'm not on it no more, but like kind of give myself breaks.
Right.
Like, but nah, definitely out of there. Like being in college, because I was getting that, the relationship questions, going to school, and like I'm used to like seeing a whole bunch of people that look like me, like, and then at least if you didn't look like me, you've at least interacted with people that look like me before, and then now it's like going to a whole new spot. So they're judging me because that's the first time they've seen me, all that. I was with bro right here, and y'all know him. Bro, Ben had the emotion for a little bit.
For sure.
We said it before.
For sure.
We said it many times on this podcast. Like, so I'm hanging with him. He a smooth dude. So it's just like, so it's like, I was just gonna say like, bro. So we're like a dude. This, when I tell you the hoes used to gas this man up.
Look at stop it.
He gonna deny after this. Bro, all the time it was like, man, he said, oh, Myles is so funny. He can have a conversation with anybody. I'm not no hating ass nigga. So I'm like, bro, that's true. But it's just like, damn, nigga, like, what the fuck? Like,
you ain't talk to me.
All right. I was gonna say, like, bro,
that's my name, man.
I was gonna say, I'm like, what's his face? Greg said it on one of the episodes. I was like, damn, am I the ugly duckling, bro? Like,
nah, for real. That's the how you think that.
Oh yeah, I know what you did, bro.
Yeah.
I'm the weakest link.
For sure.
I'm not straight.
I suck. I'm ass. Damn. Well, you said I'm not fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you looking in the mirror.
He said,
I'm not clean.
Right. Damn, I thought I was clean.
Thought I was that
I got my
nigga.
best fit on, bro. I know I'm like that today, bro. Ain't nobody tell me nothing, nigga.
I got that shit on. I thought I did.
I thought it was on. You brushed
I like the last video though. He was like, he get his guest pass. That's what he talking about. He said, I mean, I guess I get the ass. I guess.
Well, I guess. I mean, you know, that's what they said. I mean,
that was basic.
I'm not gonna lie. When I watched that episode back and y'all was saying that this man was just trying to be all silent, I was like, this nigga right here.
Look at
He said she was just
he popped his collar. Through the jacket. He's nice.
Look at
Bro. Anyway, moving on, bro. Moving on, bro.
But like I said,
Back to the highlights.
I was proud of my dog. Because he be trying to be like, nah. I'll be like, bro, accept that shit. What are we doing?
Yeah.
But
see, bro, like, I don't know. I think.
Like, here goes this nigga.
No,
I mean, you know, back then
I was gonna say transitioning, right?
He said the IG's Myles the GOAT too.
Go follow if you want to. My fault.
Anyway, as I was saying, bro, transitioning again, bro. Last question, I have, right? How much do y'all think empathy plays into judgment? And how to like limit it. Because I think a lot of times people do judge, but they don't have a way to limit the way they judge.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think it's more of like taking the time to understand other people, even if you don't really know them, but you do judge them? So it's like, is that like a conversation? Or like, how do y'all do that? Because I think for me, if I really am actively judging somebody, I want to know why they're acting a certain way if I'm judging them. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say you're like into, well, it could be something simple, it could be something complicated. Like, you know, there's some people that like certain things, and I'm just like,
you like horseback riding.
I don't know why. Yeah, and it can be as simple as, oh, my family's from my family's from the South.
Like golf or something.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things that people assume don't go with certain people. Yeah. Like, for example, I like country music, bro. No one would ever assume that. You know, what I'm
that shit ass, nigga. I'm playing.
Shut up. First of all, if you don't like country music, bro, do yourself a favor, take a listen. That's just like one of my quote unquote guilty pleasures, bro. Because it's not even like something like.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? See, they're judging me right now.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
it's pretty good.
Nah,
there's some good country songs.
I was gonna say the only beef I got with like country music is like a lot of bad stuff they say about rap music. I'm like, you need to listen to country music.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
We have similar problems, bro. Like, get off your high horse.
It's the same thing. They just do it, sing it in a different way.
They're like, that rap is all misogynistic and it's all about money.
For example, look.
You talk about spending all your money on a truck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas talking about that Hennessy whiskey off that Hennessy.
Exactly.
That Henny. You know what I'm saying? That whiskey, that drink.
But now,
why do you see rappers doing features with country singers now? Because they keep
but they've always did that intertwined. Same with Run DMC and
Rock This Way.
Yeah. But like, how do y'all practice or limiting your judgments when you feel like they're not justified? Because I do think there is a difference between judging and discerning a situation, which we should do a part 2 to this video too, to be honest. Yeah. But what do y'all think?
I think like it's kind of like how Joe said, teaching. I think teaching and empathy are 2 great tools to have when you're gonna do that type of judgment. Because like, let's be real, the type of
grace.
Yeah, and grace is the type of judgment you're saying is like what is a judgment and when it's just holding them accountable to the thing.
Yeah.
And I think if you have empathy, that means you've gone through something similar, so you have the understanding. So let's see. If you guys, you probably know the person, so you probably know how that person, how they best take criticism. Like, yo, I've been through this before, and then you can talk to them how you know it's gonna best get to them. Because I think that's where people be messing up. Because like you said, people be trying to hold people accountable, but you go out of the way or you just talking to them crazy. So you didn't even put them in a safe space to like understand like you're trying
Where
to
they
do
was
right
wrong,
by them.
yeah.
Yeah, because they just gonna come on, bro. Why are you attacking me? Like, why are you doing all this and that?
Right. Do you think wisdom comes into play with that if it's someone you don't know? Because I think a lot of people, they underestimate, like, you don't necessarily have to understand and relate, but if you can see someone actively moving down a path that you probably haven't experienced, but you've seen other people experience, and I think people underestimate that. I don't really believe that you have to go through something to help someone with something that you haven't experienced. But some people do think that. Like, for example, like, if someone's not a millionaire, but they know a lot about money, to make you a millionaire, would you listen to them? That's
No.
rhetorical.
That's what I was saying. But that goes into impressions. Like what you were saying, and being judgmental, and the way that a person would come into court or job. How you finna tell me how to get millions and you ain't got millions?
Right.
Yeah,
That's like a
because
nigga that's, you
because
feel
the
me,
wisdom,
tell me the word.
Yeah, because that's how we feel with the wisdom piece. It's like, all right, dude, like what you're saying makes sense, but like,
Why are you applying that same thing to
like it could be
yourself?
like that. I feel like with the wisdom thing, it's like, yeah, it's like people. I feel like with having the difference between having empathy and wisdom is empathy. It's more of a variable that you control how the person is going to react. Wisdom, like you said, you're just speaking on it. They're going to exactly look at you like how Josiah said, like, well, if you didn't go through it, like, why are you talking to me about it?
Right.
Like, I think wisdom can help, but it's like, it's not a variable that's going to get the best result that you're looking for.
Because I think,
and that's not to the person with the wisdom, it's just how people react. It's just second nature, like, bro, get the fuck out of my face.
Yep.
because I think it could also be like knowledge too. Because I only bring that up because it's like, notably, let's just say you're a financial advisor for an NBA player, right? That nigga probably makes twice, like maybe
Oscar.
20 times, probably makes 20 times the amount that you make, right? He probably won't have millions, but he can damn sure tell you how to manage yours. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean like that in the sense of like, yeah, I might not have the millions. Yeah, I might not have as much money as you even, but I have the knowledge and I got my own bread that I'm applying to probably make more money than you if you don't spend your money properly.
Right.
So I'm saying, like, from that perspective, like, do you think when people judge others, do you think they give people real chances to actually like learn about like what they got going on? Because I feel like if someone's judging me, I'm gonna answer any question you ask if you feel like, you know, there's something you want to know. Because it's like if you're willing to learn too.
Right.
I feel like some people aren't, and they're just judging and they don't care whether or not you're, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point because, but like, so I'll say another hypothetical situation. If you're going to therapy, what would be your, just think about, if you're going to therapy, what would you want your therapist to look like or know?
Does it matter what your therapist look like? Is what you're saying?
I was gonna say, I'm just asking, like, just like, if you were to think about it, what is your therapist gonna look like, and what is gonna be your therapist's like life experiences?
Yeah.
I feel like if you ask the majority of people, it's gonna be someone that looks like them and something similar to your experiences. Right?
I see what you're saying.
And then, like you say,
that's why
like
they do
it.
Like
Yeah.
you're saying with the wisdom thing, any therapist has the wisdom to tell you the exact same thing, but which one's gonna hit harder? The same, like,
The one that's been
wisdom
through
for
it,
wisdom,
or
same
the one
thing.
that hasn't.
The one person that's gone through something looks similar to me, or the person
Yeah.
that doesn't. Which one is gonna hit harder with your feels, type of thing.
Oh yeah, no, I
Because they
agree.
both can tell you the same thing.
I'm just
Yes,
curious.
I was gonna say, like, that's what I'm saying. It's not the person of the fault of the wisdom. It's just the person that they're giving that wisdom to. It's just like you said, it shouldn't be like that. Like, we should be able to listen to any good piece of advice and apply it.
Yeah.
But it's just human nature. Unless you went through it, it's just like, we just have for some reason, a reaction to be like, bro, what you talking about?
Right.
And I think that also just depends on what it is, too, honestly. But any final thoughts?
Who do you think is more judgmental, men or women?
People. I think people in general is judge.
You think it wasn't like I was just gonna roll into a different question after that.
I think we judge on different things.
You're fine, brother.
I think we judge on different things.
Okay.
Simply put.
Oh,
no, go ahead.
Who's more harsh?
It depends on what it is. I think it depends. Like, I think it really, truly depends on
when
what
it comes to everyday things.
Everyday things.
See, you got the nigga. Oh, damn.
Because you have guys that say in a harsher tone, for sure. But thing is, there's just something, especially if it's a girl that you're rocking with, when she says something towards you, it for some reason it hits harder.
It does.
So, who judges more on the daily? I don't know.
I think people, like Gregor said, I think it's just people. All people judge.
I think it just depends on what it is.
It depends, and like you said, it depends on the subject.
Damn.
Like we could talk about. Like, I think dudes probably judge a little bit more when it comes to physical things because we're more like. Well, and I think that
who are you more apt to listen to, hearing judgment from, a man or a woman?
A woman.
And when are you more? Are you more to do something about it?
Oh yeah, because I think now in modern day America, like, women do not care what a lot of niggas think. So, like, us judging them, okay, and so, nigga, boom, you're done.
Right.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You're finished.
I'm not gonna lie though. I think it's a front line. I think they kind of care. Like, both sides care.
I say that because I think we all care, but I do think that when we care, we actually make the effort to change certain things. And again, this is our perspective.
Yeah.
But I think when women hear that, it's kind of like they may or may not actually make those adjustments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're going to do what the fuck they want to do.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Just like anybody should. That's not a wrong thing to do, but I do think, like you said, like, when we do stuff for them, it's because we want to make them happy.
Right.
When they do stuff for us, it's because they want to be happy, and whatever it is you're saying, if it fits with what they got going on, oh sure, I'll do that. Yeah.
Right.
You're solid.
Yeah, I was just saying, because in daily things it's a tie.
They don't do shit.
I ain't say that. I did not say that, bro. I did not say that.
And daily things is definitely a tie. But if you start bringing up categories, you can definitely say
No, we can do a part 2 to this one too. I'm not gonna lie, because there's a lot we can go do on judgment, bro.
Yeah, and accountability too.
And
we should do accountability like a few times out of the year, because niggas need to take accountability.
Right,
bro, please, niggas is That's what I'm saying. Niggas is losing their mind.
And that's judgmental, but it's good judgment.
But it's good judgment.
There's good judgment.
So overall, what we saying, we said a lot. We have a lot of stories and experiences with it. Overall, we're saying, like, there's good judgment, there's too much judgment. You should practice
empathy.
You should practice empathy to understand people.
Right. You gotta
if you judge
person,
them, and you got to learn who people are, so you're not using those judgments in every situation. Because I feel like too often than not, we equate one thing to another and judge people based off of what we see, and it's not the whole story. It's a small part of it. And
give people grace.
Yeah, give people grace when they judge you, because like you do the same thing. So you should just always move with grace.
But if you have a whole bunch of silly people telling you the same thing, you might need to change something if it's bad.
If it's bad, yeah. Don't be stupid. Discern.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like you said, there's so much to saying, and it's gonna go into. I'm like, all right, bro. 20 dudes have said this about you, bro. Like, you gotta,
some gotta change.
They just some
bro.
haters. They just haters.
Bro, they don't understand me, bro.
30 niggas is haters.
Niggas just tell you for real. Like,
they're telling you at this point.
Your mom, your granny, and your cousin is all haters.
They just hate me, bro.
nah, bro, niggas, I got out the mud for real. They give me shit for real. No, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stop it, bro. You feel me? And also, if a woman tells you your swag sucks or something, bro, listen to her, bro.
Yeah.
She's telling you how to get hoes.
She's literally telling you how to get hoes.
Get your sauce up, man. Just, get drippy a little bit.
I was gonna say we should talk about that. Like,
Bro, judge more outfits, bro.
Let's talk about the
I was
hash.
gonna say
Judge more outfits, bro.
We should like Troi has to be here on that, but like we got like women, bro. Like help your male friends out. Stop
gatekeeping.
Stop gatekeeping
For all the single dudes out there, bro. If you got friends that are women, bro, press them, and if they gatekeep, bro, just stop being their friend.
Yeah, they don't fuck with you.
Like,
Be a sponge. I'm telling you, get you a nice little fine joint and just be her friend.
Please.
Be a sponge
and be open to
soak
the
up
judgment.
all of that information she's gonna give you. Telling you she's gonna put you on game. One of the hoes is gonna be 3 of the hoes. It's gonna be 5 of the hoes. It's gonna be 10 of the hoes. They all gonna think the same.
Shoot, and then your friend's gonna be on you. Good job.
Bro.
Yep. Maybe.
I was gonna say they always be saying like they know. They always be saying women always be saying women know each other best. So.
My female friend that put me on.
Huh?
My female friends that put me on.
For sure.
Because I definitely did not know beforehand, and I'm well aware now.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? Real put-ons, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real put-ons.
I'm saying, like with the us, with the way that they move, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how to get back, how to move away, how to keep along. Crazy.
And make sure it's real advice too. If she's giving you like the whole
that weak shit,
she can keep
She either
wants you or she do not fuck with you.
Exactly.
At all. You know what I'm saying?
One of the two.
Yeah.
If you're failing, bro, her advice isn't good. Simple as that, bro.
Literally, bro.
Go get you a new house.
It's plenty. For real.
I'm dead.
But yeah, is that it?
Yeah, that's all.
I was just saying, like,
about that.
You want to give them the same message you did at the start, Josiah, to end it off? Like, comment.
All right, y'all. Let us know what y'all think in the comments below.
Please,
let us know what y'all think about Judgment. What are y'all thoughts? What do y'all have to say about what we had to say? Let us know down there in the comments. Follow the IG page, Movement Motion.
Like the fucking video.
Like the video.
Spread it, bro. Watch it 20 times, bro. Really let this resonate with your
Spread that shit like that crack, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Push that shit.
Spread it like wildfire, bro. There's no reason why these YNs are famous and we're not.
Right.
It's like,
Let us share with one.
Let us be in the algorithm. Let us be in the algorithm. Like Josiah said, like, comment, subscribe, share, watch the past videos, all that.
Yeah.
we appreciate y'all. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Peace.